South Korea has more deaths than babies. By Learn With News, Level 3. 2020 marked the first time in history that South Korea had fewer births than deaths. South Korea has the lowest birth rate in the world. The birth rate in Korea has been on a steady decline since the start of this century. Declining birth rates have been a common phenomenon around the world in recent years. South Korea is now the latest country to join the growing list of countries which have experienced more deaths than births in a year. During most of the 20th century, the population of the world increased at an incredible pace. From 1950 to 1975, not a single country in the world reported more deaths than births in a year. The population of the planet subsequently increased from around 1.6 billion at the beginning of the century to around 6.1 billion by the year 2000. During the 21st century, we have seen a steady increase in the number of countries that have reported more deaths than births. Currently, the number of countries that have reported more deaths than births is still in the low 20s. However, the UN predicts that this number will rise to as many as 120 countries by the end of this century. The new figures from South Korea have caused concern within the government, and the Interior Ministry said fundamental changes were necessary. President Moon Jae-in recently unveiled a new scheme designed to encourage families to have children. Beginning in 2022, families will receive a one-time payment of 2 million won to help with prenatal care during the pregnancy. Families will then receive 300,000 won per month for the first year of the child's life. This will then increase to 500,000 won per month from 2025. The problem in Korea has been partially blamed on the difficulty for women to strike a healthy work-life balance. Work culture in Korea can be exceedingly tough for everyone, with long working hours and high demands on employees being commonplace throughout the country. It is not unusual for employees to work until late into the evening each night and start work again early the next morning. This leaves little free time for raising a family. The pressure on women is intense, and some are often reluctant to take maternity leave to start a family as they don't want to fall behind in their career. Another factor for the declining birth rate is the increasing cost of living in South Korea. This is an issue that people in many countries are experiencing, and has been blamed for the rising age at which people are having children around the world. Many young people do not feel secure enough financially to have children or fear the costs associated with raising a child, such as childcare and the cost of needing larger homes. Similar circumstances have been reported for young people when it comes to buying homes and getting married, the high costs of which have seen the average age of both rise substantially in many countries. South Korea may be the latest country to join the list of countries with more deaths than births, but it certainly won't be the last.